Nigerians, how are you guys doing today? Happy independence if you feel independent. And if you feel happy, well, we just want to do this real quick. There's this video trending of Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and a number of people have been asking me why have I not been talking about APC PDP? Why am I focusing on Peter Obi? And my reasons are very clear. I talk about what I'm interested in. I don't talk about what I do not have interest in. Okay. So to start with, there's this video. Some of you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, let me just play it to you. You can see Ashwaju there. Abana boy. That was quite short. But this is my immediate reaction to it. You see, the fact that he had to do it, the fact that he had to even show that video, that his media team had to show it, means that they actually admit that the man isn't healthy, but they want to give impression that he can at least do seven seconds of cycling, you know. So the more they try, the more they give themselves out, the more they show themselves that. So, and I saw another one which dated back also. This one dates back actually. Yeah. It is well. Yeah. The fact that this is what you have to show to me that this candidate can be president. If this is what we need to prove that somebody can be president, why not just let's put all the presidential candidates? Why not let's put all of them on the field, let them run, so that we can choose? So you want to convince me that somebody is fit and you have to put him on on a scooter? Anyways, I digressed. I'm more interested in this Peter Obi. I get every time I talk about every candidate, and it's because I look at depth of what I want to achieve. You see, we have all been asking for one thing in this country for a very long time, and that is a better country. People have over time stated what we will do, and the country will just change. There are things that once you just do them, the country will just change. There's one thing that actually struck my interest about Peter Obi being in the Labour Party. That thing actually is that Peter Obi is coming from an ideological background that is capitalist based, and but he is using a platform that is socialist based, pro workers, pro masses. And that's why exactly what. So I believe that for the first time in the history of Nigeria, we might be having some kind of compromise by the capitalists who run the country and the representatives of the workers' union coming together to say, no, this is what the workers are looking for. You are coming to say you want to salvage the situation, and this is the background you're coming from. How can we marry or harmonize what we are all looking for? If anybody does it, I'm not interested in person, I'm interested in that idea, the ideals. Anybody who does it would have solved Nigeria's problem. So that's why I'm interested in Peter Obi's emergence as Labour Party's candidate, even if it's whatever is shrouded in, doesn't matter. Now, listen to the Charter of Demands. Some of you have been following me for quite some time will understand I've been talking about the Charter of Demands by the labor force, the workers' union. Let us hear in summary, just a few seconds, listen to this.
NLC President Ayuba Waba reeled out workers' demands in his address.
Our Charter of Demand prioritizes equity, fairness, and social justice for all. Our Charter of Demand asks for free and quality education to tertiary level for every Nigerian child. Our Charter of Demand insists that every Nigerian should have access to free and qualitative health care.
He has mentioned two things there: free and qualitative education up to tertiary level, free and qualitative healthcare. I'll continue, just chill.
Reckless misrule and misgovernance by a tiny, rabid, and reckless band of elite and their collaborators have devastated the Nigerian economy.
Now, that last one you just heard by that professor is talking about corruption. A few people who are in the ruling class are so corrupt that they stifle the majority. So they turn Nigeria into some kind of private business estate where they just see everybody as commodities. They are just trading over people's head and just making their, just keeping the large chunk of fund for themselves. I have read the Charter of Demands. Aside from the two highlighted in that report you just saw that I just played now, it includes that education must be free up to tertiary level, because people who are workers, these are workers union talking about workers, okay? And majority people in Nigeria are within that category, workers. And what is minimum wage? So if education is not free, how will these workers be able to send their children to school? And are we not going to be raising nuisance? People who are going to pose security problem to Nigeria if they are not educated. Okay, so these demands are actually very important. Are you also increasing minimum wage? I've read the Charter of Demand, and I'm going to be bringing somebody on air to discuss this with me anytime from tomorrow, who is also in the party, and he was going to bring us up to speed what they are discussing so far with Peter Obi, who is their candidate. So, and I have listened to Peter Obi. I've been playing that video for quite some time now. Some of you have, if you haven't seen it, let me try playing it back to you again. I have listened to Peter Obi as regards what he wants to do with education, and I'm not too impressed, but I'm so happy that finally, at least, Peter Obi is going to be taking the Charter of Demands that will be eventually adopted into his manifesto. So that makes me a little relieved that, okay, we can start talking about somebody doing something like this. And I'm so glad too that somebody like Pat Tommy is in the team working with him. If you haven't heard Peter Obi saying that government should have no business with education, that government should have business with education, let me let you hear him say it.
Controlling education, every state should be able to deal with. What is federal government doing with education? Why are they controlling education? Every state should be able to deal with their education. If you want to educate your people, we will support you, and you do that. You need to have a visionary, articulated, competent.
At that point, he's talking about articulate. I'm not interested in articulate, but that is the point he made. So he already gave impression that education will not be business of the government he wants to head, and it's important to me. So I'm so happy that they are presenting him Charter of Demands. I'm bringing you people up to. It's not for everybody. My broadcasts are usually not for everybody. It's for thinkers who are interested in future. I don't do let's just shout, let's just make noise, let's just get crowd, let's just click, like and share. I'm not into all of those. The people who follow me because of the quality they enjoy, the depth, philosophical depth that we always come up with. Predictions I have made since over a year ago have come to pass because we do our depth of analysis, we collect enough information, we analyze very well, and we can predict correctly. So when we are following this new trend politically, we are interested in, it doesn't matter who is more popular. We are trying to make sure that whoever becomes the president, we push it into their agenda. Part of the reason I am more interested, part of the reason I am more interested in the Peter Obi and the ideology is coming with is because as I speak with you, the ruling elites, their children are not studying in Nigeria. They are abroad. Those who are in Nigeria, managing with little education that they give them, are on strike. Been on strike for about 8 months already now. And it has always been like that over the years. We have more nuisance. They are educated, supposedly educated, but they are more of nuisance because they don't have quality education. Today in classroom, tomorrow also strike, next they are, so all of those things. I am more interested. I don't want the next generation to be of more nuisance. I don't want. Me, I don't want. So that's why I'm always interested. If I can cope with, if I'm still struggling to cope with the nuisance we grew up together in my own generation, I'll be more interested that my own child or children will not grow up with similar kind of nuisance. In fact, it's even growing worse. So if government is saying they are not increasing minimum wage, and yet they want to hands off free education, they want to, as we speak, we don't even have free education, we still pay. But they are now saying they even want to privatize, they want to hands off everything, and you are not worried. Just because we want to do the fun of a has more crowd, people are shouting on the street for him. We are not asking him his program. That is exactly me. I'm not interested. I am not interested in campaign noise. I am interested more in the programs, political philosophy. What is the person coming to do? That is why no matter how popular a candidate may be, if he's not going to do what the masses really need at this time, I know they follow na join bandwagon. I'm interested in a Peter Obi, but I am more interested in what program is Peter Obi coming up with and how is it going to impact people, and let us analyze together. It's not just about somebody just come and say, this is how it should be done, and we just all clap for him and we move on. No. We will look at it together. This thing you are saying, how will it help? Peter Obi particularly gives figure a lot. Figure of how many children are out of school, figures of how many people are unemployed, figures of how many people are in poverty rate and poverty level, people in poverty and all of that. He has those figures. But what he is proposing is even going to worsen it, which is why I am so interested. I discuss policies. I don't discuss who has the number of crowd on the road. That's not my business. I'm also not going to be discussing who will buy more votes on election day and become the winner at the end of the day. I'm not also interested. I'm interested in whoever wins, whoever, at this point, whoever. Let's talk about his program and let us influence his program. My interest too. I want to influence the program of whoever wins, so that my children will not grow up with another generation of nuisance. That's exactly why I'm interested in what I'm interested in. Once again, I have played, in case you just joined, I have played the video of Labour Party presenting their Charter of Demand. If you need me to do that again, I will. But before I play it again, let me replay that of Atiku and Peter Obi. They share the same ideology, in case you don't know. Let me replay that for you, so that at least you can understand where we are and where we want to go next. Okay, so let me play this Peter Obi video talking about what they will do with education, and then let us look together into what should be instead and what the labor movement and labor union and labor party is presenting as charter of demands to him. And let us see how they harmonize this at the end of the day into a working manifesto for him.
Do it here. We don't have the money.
What is federal government doing with education? We're controlling education. Every state should be able to deal with their education. If you want to educate the people, we will support you, and you do that. You need to have visionary, articulated, competent leadership to start turning around this.
Now into the Charter of Demands once again. The Charter of Demands once again. You just heard Peter Obi saying federal government should have no business with education. Now listen to the Charter of Demands.
NLC President Ayuba Waba reeled out workers' demands in his address.
Our Charter of Demand prioritizes equity, fairness, and social justice for all. Our Charter of Demand asks for free and quality education to tertiary level for every Nigerian child. Our Charter of Demand insists that every Nigerian should have access to free and qualitative health care.
The reckless misrule and misgovernance by a tiny, rabid, and reckless band of elite and their collaborators have devastated the Nigerian economy.
Okay, let's play that some further, and this is further now.
The Labour Party must be a fighting tool. It can't be an election party. There is more than enough money in Nigeria to fund education. I'm calling on us to look at this Charter of Demand that has been brought out and expand, debate it, and see how we can engage, those who will be running election.
Decisions are taken without most at times core contributions from the workforce.
Anyways, it's just a brief to bring up, because I know many people do not really follow events, meetings of stakeholders in these parties. They just follow the noise about the people, the crowd on the streets, the social media noise. The people who are taking decisions, you don't follow what they are saying and what they are doing. And that's how a lot of people get caught in the web. They get caught midways, and at the end of the day, they get heartbroken, they get disappointed, because what you follow is social media noise, not what the movers and shakers on the are discussing, their interests, what they want. You are not following it. That is exactly why people who follow social media noise in 2015 ended up supporting based on emotion. You followed on emotion and brought Buhari. We did not probe. We did not ask. We did not tell him. We were not discussing philosophical depths. We were not analyzing and making predictions along with him. This is what will make this one work. This is what will actually make this one possible. This is our own demand as a people. We are not, as I spoke with you right now, I've spoken with a number of obedience. But if you discuss these issues with them, they don't understand. Funny enough, they don't even want to, they are not even interested. They are just following the excitement in the air, the atmosphere that, oh, we shut down Lagos on October 1st. Oh, women are rallying for so person. They are not looking at what will the person bring. What will the person's administration imply? What will it transform to? What will it translate to? How will it impact? Or what are his policy propositions? What are his philosophical background or leaning? What are the things guiding his decisions? They are not interested. They are not. It's just about the noise. And that is why we are where we are. We don't discuss policy. People are not interested. Why is it so? The question is what I want to ask you. Because me, I don't know the reason. Maybe you know why. We are supposed, this is why, for instance, I'm waiting for a national TV debate among all these candidates to discuss these issues. Not that they will organize a national TV debate, Emilokon will not even be there. For instance, Emilokon may not be there. Atiku may struggle to attend just because he wants to be the contrast to Emilokon, that is healthier than Emilokon and more available than Emilokon. That might be the only reason Atiku will attend. To prove that he can stand up for enough minutes and address people. All right? Atiku may attend. Emilokon may not attend. He will just throw out his PR machines to be defending why he will not be able to attend. But for me, I would love to see all of them talk, even if Emilokon has to sit down. Even if he has to sit down all through and talk, let us put all of them on the same questions. I want to hear all of them, their answers to all these problems. And I'm so happy that Peter Obi is already getting prepared for this, because he's being faced with the charter of demand. Workers want quality education. They want the children of politicians to go to the same school as children of the workers, so that if your children are going to these schools, you will cater for the schools well. You can't have your children of ruling class politicians in a school and also will be on strike for 8 months. So workers want your children to also go to public institutions in Nigeria. It's part of that. I've read the Charter of Demands. We'll be analyzing it in full one of these days, don't worry. And workers also want infrastructure. They want employment created for people who are out of job. They want equatorial pay. They want politicians to be earning almost equal pay as workers. Workers are not slaves. They are working, not slaves. So they deserve living wage. They want reasonable minimum. They want reasonable living wage. Those are their demands. I've read the Charter of Demands. And I'm so happy that that is what they are presenting to Peter Obi. So that if he is coming from the background of federal government should have no business with education, they are telling him no. This is Labour Party. Whoever is going to be our president must be interested in the welfare of the Labour members who provided the platform to run, because they must have reposed their trust in you to say, come and run on Labour Party. You cannot therefore win and say federal government will have no business with education. No. No. So that is exactly why I'm so happy Peter Obi is on Labour Party. I'm discussing philosophical issues here. I'm not discussing Tinubu will pay more people, he has bullion van, he will get more votes. Peter Obi has a lot of noisemakers who don't have PVC, or they destroyed their PVC, they are trying to re-register and it is invalid, so they can't vote. I'm not discussing all of those. I'm discussing long and short of these campaigns. At the end of the day, whoever wins their program, let us start this. That's what campaign is not carnival. Campaign is not about we wear shirts, we wear branded t-shirts, we go out, we make noise, we bring Pasoma, we bring Kwanwan, Uluwayoni Fuji, we bring Obesere, we bring hip-hop artists, they entertain us and we go home. No. Campaign should be, we are discussing the program of the person we are supporting and justifying why we are supporting that program is coming with. That is what campaign should be. Because I don't know. Anyway, that is why happy ASU is on strike. They are going on strike because they too are not happy about the quality of education we have. Otherwise, why should we have a country with so many youths not discussing programs, policies, or political philosophies of who they are? They are not even discussing, they are not even interested. Why? We are busy discussing, one hip hop artist, an influencer, a skit maker is supporting the candidate, so me too, I'm supporting it. Is that what we should be? Young people. Sometimes I just sit down and ask myself, why am I in the same country with these people? Shey God know, he no measure my brain capacity before he follow join me with these people, say me we dey the same country, to be able to determine whether I fit to dey there or I no fit to dey there. Because sometimes I just look at the youth, the way they talk, things they are discussing, and I'm angry. How come I follow join this with these people for the same country? How come? I'm not trying to abuse anybody. I just dey talk my pain. Now wetin dey pain me, now I dey talk. But I know that there are some people, when they listen too, they quickly adjust and understand we are supposed to be discussing policies, policy ideas, political philosophies, and programs and projects. Those are the things we. Do you think I'm following Showore for any reason? In 2018-2019, I followed Fela Drotoye. I covered Professor Kingsley Moghalu. I covered Showore. Analyzed the three of them very well. At the time, I decided this is the person that can actually address what Nigeria needs at this time. And since that time, it has been Showore all the way. You know why? His programs, his philosophies, his beliefs, his ideologies, everything, and the consistency. He's not switching over because this is where the crowd is going. Oh yeah, let me just join them. He stayed on that. This is what is ideal. Regardless, even if I'm the only person standing there, this is what is correct to do. So I still, even if he doesn't win, I still respect him till tomorrow. But I'm also glad about the Peter Obi phenomenon. Why? He is coming from the capitalist background and is running on a Labour Party platform. So I believe that somehow there's going to be some ground shifting, perhaps some kind of compromise that may say yes. At the end of the day, we've been talking about people's constitution, working constitution, equity, living wage for workers. All these years, nobody has attended to it. And one of them, who is coming from not listening to all these demands, is finally coming to use the platform of this. So let them now sit together and work something together. So that is where my interest is in the Obi and Labour Party phenomenon. That's where my interest. That's why I'm interested. So if you see me talking so much about Peter Obi Labour Party so much, I just told you my why. That's not my why. So, gentlemen and ladies, you have heard it. Let me play Falana once again.
The Labour Party must be a fighting tool. It can't be an election party. There is more than enough money in Nigeria to fund education. I'm calling on us to look at this charter of demand that has been brought out and expand it, debate it, and see how we can engage, those who will be running election.
Critical decisions are taken without most at times core contributions from the workforce.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, we are discussing the Charter of Demands of the Labour Party, and we're also as well discussing how the harmonization of this Charter of Demand and Peter Obi's ideology, there's a conflict. I'm simply trying to highlight that there's a conflict between Peter Obi's belief and the speeches he has made so far and the charter of demand. So harmonization of these two to work to bring out. I'm interested in the manifesto they will come out with at the end of the day for Peter Obi. Okay, so that we can analyze that together as well. So I'll be discussing Peter Obi a lot because he's a person of interest to me. Some of you already understand that. Let me have this 30 seconds break. I'll continue. Some of you have comments. I'm looking at a response.
Are you still paying outrageous electricity bills or running generators just to power your home? Allow me to introduce Nigeria's first 100% hybrid renewable green energy estate, Quantum Brick Estate Phase 2, Lakwe, Lagos. Built with laterite bricks 10 times stronger than the rest cement blocks. Get a 3-bedroom terrace starting from 40 million naira only and a 4-bedroom semi-detached starting from 48 million naira only. For inquiries, call 080-558-2739 or visit happyhomes.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So we're discussing Peter Obi, Labour Party, the Charter of Demand, and the manifesto we're expecting. I have read the Charter of Demand. The Charter of Demand network. Sorry about that. Let me just hold on a bit for the network to come back. Can people hear me? The network's freaked out. Can you people still hear me? I just want to be sure. But let me continue anyways. I have read the Charter of Demands, and the Charter of Demands is also clear. Okay, thank you for confirming you can hear me. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. The Charter of Demand is clear about corruption. They also want corruption to be broken, the backbone of corruption to be broken. But I've listened to Peter Obi also saying that he is not going after corrupt people. He has said it about 2-3 broadcasts I've listened to, and he said that he will not be locking up his shop to be running after thieves. I don't know why he said what he said, but I want to believe that the Charter of Demand is also going to take care of that. Peter Obi must have to shift ground. He must have to bend. He must have to compromise on all of those things if he truly wants to work for Nigerian people, not for the same people by disguising people. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you say will not be after corrupt people. What is saying should be the yes. Allow anti-corruption to go. The more you cover the national asset, having efficiency. This have been stolen from government and given to corrupt politicians. This to the most national asset, and you don't want to recover them. It's not a challenge to that. And I mean, I'm around Lagos. Tinubu's Lagos. But again, that's what I suspect. They don't want, Nigerians don't like truth, you know. But let me hold on a bit for it to come back. I think it's improving gradually again. It's improving gradually again. Can you people still hear me? I'm just trying to confirm if the network has improved significantly enough for us to continue. Yeah, it's the truth. Nigerians hate the truth. That's a fact. That is the fact. Nigerians hate the truth. Okay, somebody said it's clear now, so let me continue. So now, if Peter Obi says he doesn't want to go after corrupt people, and his actions and activities, demonstrations, body language still shows that he's still a boy to Atiku and the rest of them. Then the question is, why are Nigerian youths, most of the ones I have seen so far, running after or following this man without talking to him? In fact, most of them are even defending everything he has said. The same thing you have condemned about other candidates in the past. A rich Obiton, you defend them. So the question is it about the person or is it about the program? When hypocrisy ends, Nigeria will move. For as long as hypocrisy still rules, Nigeria will remain where it is. I don't give you confirm out. I'm not saying it's a candidate. In fact, even as terrible as it is, some Agbado supporters, Babalagbado supporters, still telling truth. And he listens to them, because I have quite a number of friends who are supporters of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I have only very few articles say this. They won't give you reason. Those ones know they talk reason. You understand? Those ones know they give you reason. So now I know to know about Atiku. But you see, Tinubu as old as Dodo, as that man is, as Dodo, as he is, he still listens to his supporters and they correct a few things about him. So for me, those of you who support Peter Obi, I'm not here to condemn any candidate. I'm only saying try as much as possible. Just try as much as possible. Do one thing for yourself. Talk to him. Tell him his policies, the ideas he's coming with are not what you want, even though you like him. So that you can change it. The reason I'm saying this also is this. I'm saying this because if he doesn't, anything that, go and study anytime in history. I won't mention it because I don't want to offend people. Because I have history, I have examples. Whoever blows like this, like it just comes out and becomes popular immediately. It just becomes popular immediately, steps out. They get it that once they come out, they go down immediately. People are do it in 2020. If you don't relevant after 2023. I said me. And the reason I said me is because of his program. Because after the election, people started looking at his policy. Those who were not paying attention to his programs, who were only paying attention to come back to attention after the election. For next year. So that's a why I'm interested more now. Before the election, the thing we correct, let his supporters be correct. I'm not interested in the tag boys, in the comment section. By the kind of comments they make, I know they are data boys. So interested only in engagers. Okay, so don't worry if you see them, just reply them. You say data boys spotted. Just leave them. They are data boys. We know them. They are data boys from PDP who migrated with Peter Obi to Labour Party. For them, we are discussing the best way for Peter Obi, but they are busy discussing just the hype. You know, see the crowd we follow, and you know, I'm not interested. Crowd they follow everybody. Crowd they follow Obi. Crowd they follow Atiku. Crowd they follow Tinubu. Crowd they follow all of them. So I'm not interested in crowd. That one are business. Now business they take crowd do these days. I'm not interested. I'm interested in the program that each of the candidates is bringing and which one will favor us. So we are only trying to make sure that whoever wins, these are the things we want. That's all. So if you see anybody coming to this to talk, to abuse without engaging intellectually, just reply that person, data boy spotted. We have demystified them already. We know them, they are data boys. Many of the data boys followed Obi from PDP to Labour Party, but we are not interested in them. We are interested in the programs, so that whoever wins does not matter as far as they are doing what is right. So don't bother fighting anybody over the comments they make. Their data boys. Sure you get. Don't bother yourself. Let me try to engage with a few comments before the show. Somebody should invite Obi that he will come. Okay, can you help South United? Can you help link Obi up? I'm interested, and I've told you the reason I'm interested already. I'm interested in how he will shift ground, or how the charter of the how he will conquer the charter of demands to shift ground for him. Because I'm interested in workers' welfare, Nigerian welfare of Nigerians. I'm interested. Okay. He has said some things that are completely contradictory to what are in the Charter of Demands. I have read the Charter of Demands. So if you can work it out, it's okay. South United, can I count on you to work this out for me? Let us have Peter Obi. I want to engage. I'm not interested in tribal bigotry. I'm interested in programs. And I'm also interested in how is he going to do some things that are not really. He's presenting himself as hope, and I'm interested in engaging with him. Virtual platform, anywhere he is, we can just do the virtual thing, all right? The same way I normally do on this platform. So we can do it. If you can work it out, I'll appreciate it. So Kerry says some people love their presence differently. If it's differently, actually. No one is confirming because I respect everybody's opinion. I stand for the plan, the truth, not truth diluted with Ribena and tells me it's juice. um, yeah, sorry about that. The network was, yeah, it's been terrible. So sorry about that. That's what we are facing. Let's just manage it. So sorry. Somebody wants me to repeat the bros comic video. Somebody challenged me on the street today about the video. I say, that your video. Okay, you want me to play it back for you? Which of them? There are two actually. There's one for Data Boys. There's one for Reno Mockery. Which one should I play for you? Okay, let me start with this. I'll play the two actually. They're actually short, so let's start with this. Start running after me for no reason. I don't know their owners, so wow. And it's because of no other reason than because they know that anytime they see me, they will eat. And what do I feed them? Agbado, corn, maize, dodo, gari, ewa. But they always come around, including goats. I don't even know their owner. But they'll go always come, come they chop for my hand. Fanika your day. Go that side. Oh yeah, go this side again. Go this side again. But you go see Reno go, go they follow them run up and they go just day in day. Go day one side. Reno come. Leave Reno, no pursue. Reno come. Now Reno with that. You go did that one place, that one side. We they secure for them they chop. You know they follow others, they go run APC, PDP up and down. Now you go did that one side. With that place with they chop and chop. You know say. You know they follow them run up and down. You people are when I say one say be that. Yeah, take the one for that boys. Emma run follow me. This one won't be PA to me on social media. You go dey connected to the main source. Can't they drop crumbs for data boys? But you want dey connected as PA. SA on social media, personal assistant. They drop crumbs. You go dey connected to the main source. They chop. They drop crumbs for the data boys. Them see them. I don't do. Oh, yeah. See them. Yeah. Even they fight. Even they follow. Oh yeah, Emma don't follow me. Emma don't follow me. I hope I met your demand. Okay. What was I even thinking when I was doing that video? As well. So let me quickly interact with the comments. Even if the old they don't want to talk, they have to do so. We must hear him talk. Well, you can see it actually. You can see it. I played it too for you, Buki. Auntie Buki. I'm using Border Buki because it's a male profile picture. So let me quickly interact with all the comments. Shure is the best, but these old school politicians will rig the election instead of allowing Shure win. Knowing very well, Shure will send most of them on exile, if not jail. Obi, on the other hand, is also one of them, but can be trusted in terms of what? This thing didn't play full video. I don't know why. Nobody says the video always cracks him up. Okay, you're a man. Oh, thank you so much for confirming that. Okay, so South, you said we have a deal to bring Peter Obi here. In fact, we need someone like you to join the movement. We need your contribution. I always contribute to every platform from wherever I am because of my interest. My interest is in a better country. I have had conversation with some people in Yoruba Nation, even though I didn't join the agitation directly or be member or anything. But I always have input into their programs and projects. I always do. I've advised the agitators since last year. The only reason I stopped talking about Yoruba or Biafran agitation is because I said it and I made predictions that when election timetable is about to be announced, the Nigerian government has people who are directly funding these people and they know how to use those funders to get them out when they are ready for election. And it was exactly the same thing that happened. So when I know how something is going to end and I have info and I've done my deep analysis and research and I know the likely outcome, if it is something I don't want to be part of because I really don't want to join what I don't trust or believe, I just think, but I will still be making my contribution. The reason is this: I knew from day one that the Yoruba Nation agitation was genuine, but that they have been infiltrated by a lot of political elements who were going to divert the purpose. And I said it, but the day I said it, people abused me, so I stopped talking about it. Because the thing is, a lot of people will just feel like, oh, it's just, why are you talking about it? Shebi, it's not, you are not part of it. Or some people will feel you're just talking about them because you are not happy about their program and you want to destroy it, or you are not part of it, you are angry about it, and so I decided not to talk about. Since last year I decided I won't talk about it again, but I already knew I just gave my last word on it. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about with Yoruba Nation. I know where it will end. This is where it will end. I said it and I left it, but I kept making my contributions. When they wanted to draft constitution, some of them reached out to me. They wanted some contact. I gave them. I won't mention names and I won't mention the impact, but there are some. It's just me. It's just the way it is. Oh, we know you have contact with this lawyer. We know you have contact with this professor. We know you have this connection. We know you have. How can you assist us? I willingly even give the guide. Do it this way. Go this way. Do this route. Put it this way. When they try to make the contacts, they don't get response. They say, we have been writing, we have been calling, the person is not responding, and I'll just make a call and I'll say I'll call them back. So don't worry, the person will reply you within the next 1 hour. And they will not come back. Guy, you are so powerful, though. You have been writing this person for the past 2 to 3 months. He has not 2 to 3 weeks, he has not been responding. You said in the next 1 hour the person will respond, and the person responded. I'm like that. But I don't want to openly. I'm not interested because I know how it will end. So I will not lie to myself. So that's the way it is, what it is. So I may be interested in Peter Obi. I may not necessarily join the party, I'm interested in the Labour Party and the Charter of Demands. I am interested in the Charter of Demands. The same way I was interested in Shore's revolution now. Because when he listed the 5 demands of the protests, if any government who attends to those 5 demands would have turned Nigeria around. Yes, if you can attend to those 5 things he mentioned in the demands of the revolutionary protest, any government that does those 5 things, Nigeria will not be what it is today again. And they are simple things, but they will not want to do it because they want to keep Nigerians as slaves. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even a member of Shore's AAC. I'm not a member and I'm not interested. I'm not a member of Shore's party. I'm not a member of Labour Party. But I'm interested in the programs. Have you asked yourself why? I told some people when we still talk to date with some of the Yoruba Nation agitators, I said, see, if I wake up tomorrow morning and I find myself in Yoruba Nation, you think I'll be sad? I'll be happy. Because it doesn't matter what name you call the country. As far as what I want, if Nigeria meets those demands, I'm not sure people who are agitating for separation today or separation, I'm not sure they will continue. No, most of the things you are condemning Nigeria for that makes you want a new nation are the same thing we will find in the new nation if they are not also addressed. So it's not about whether you change the name of the country or you created smaller borders for newer nations, smaller nations. As far as those problems are still there, you are not changing anything. You are just changing name. It's just like you change the name of a wine, it is still the same content. You are selling the same water, you change the packaging, it's the same water that is inside. So for me, whether I'm in Nigeria or I'm in Cotonou or I wake up tomorrow morning, you have changed the name to Yoruba Nation. As far as these things we are complaining about have not changed, nothing has changed. But even if you don't change the name of the country, but the things we are complaining about have changed, you won't even know that it is the same Nigeria again. And that is not difficult to understand at all. It's not. So let us have it that whoever changes these things would have changed the country. So if it is Obi that will implement the Charter of Demands, why will I have a problem? So I don't even have to be a member. But I can be making my contributions from wherever. That, how about you do this? This is what people need or want. Just do it. I told some people in a Yoruba Nation interview I joined Wednesday last week. They brought me on as a guest. And I told them, I said, come. As bad as terrible as Buhari is, he is the one doing Lagos Ibadan Expressway finally. We have had Obasanjo 8 years, we have had Jonathan, we have had all sorts. Even the road to water, it is Sukuk bond they are now using to do it. The Sukuk that some of our pastors say is Islamic banking, Islamic money. It is Sukuk bond. Finally, we have been shouting all these days, we have been crying our heads out. Do you understand? We have been shouting for a very long time. This road is bad. Obasanjo was there 8 years. Now helicopter they carry go in farm every Friday. They fly over our head. We go dey inside traffic, bad road, they suffer. The Buhari, as terrible as Buhari is, now they use Sukuk bond do am now. As bad as Buhari is. That Lagos Ibadan Express, they were awarding it every year. Wale Babalakin by Courtney. Now they collect the contract. Every year, they know they do am under Obasanjo. Of the person, whether I don't like the face, they're attacking my network again. They don't like truth. They're attacking my network again because they don't like truth. But let me continue anyways. Sure, you understand? But that person will no like because in a bookie have been a Fulani. Now in the drum now. Do you understand? Now in the so for me, whether it will be Atiku that will do it well, whether it will be Tinubu as old as he is, whether it will be Obi, I just want to see the program and let us follow through as far as you can. Whoever will implement it, do it. At least nobody is perfect. Tinubu is not perfect because he is old and frail. Obi may not be perfect because he's Atiku's boy. Anybody may not be perfect. Shola may not be perfect because they do the kind of politics way Nigerians want. It may not be perfect. It may be too rigid, too nobody at the end of the day, nobody. But whoever will implement these things and make life better for people, why not? So I'm not here to party, but I want to see the programs. Any input we have to make, I would like to make. As far as please, I'm struggling with the network. I think it will make you educate your parents based on the essence of big institutions, big candidates, and the challenge in case you didn't know this really, it doesn't matter when the main thing the people. Thank you for what you said. You back to my channel and become genuine support. This will not practice. Thank you so much for this. Network trouble, not withstanding, let's continue. I say it always, the very day Nigerian states good governance, we will never reach us what we are going through now. We will lock all the bad leaders straight because they are part of the confusion today. Kenry says, you're interested because you want to know what they've got to offer and where they want to take the people to. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for understanding the point. Them don't start to, they don't begin attack my network again. Them don't like truth for Nigeria. You understand? Mr. Wala won't take style. You have me. Say yesterday in our manifesto, today in our program. What is manifesto? What is program? She been at your program, good day, say your manifesto, Mr. Wala. We abi wahala, Mr. Wala. What you define? I don't talk about manifesto. Waiting good inside manifesto if no be program. Your program, which you want to do. Now I'm good your manifesto. I be no be so everybody. Because I don't understand what Mr. Wala you try talk now. Anyways, time don't go and network don't they do what they want to do. They don't they attack him. Make I just take this important information as usual. Take announce for you again. Slots are filling out fast. No waste on our time. Oh. Enter this deal. No waste on our time. Oh. I'll see you again.
Are you concerned about your electricity bills being on the rise? Does the constant power outage drive you crazy? Wait, what if I told you there was a place you could live in Nigeria where you never have to pay electricity bills again? A home where you can enjoy uninterrupted power supply, no generator noise, poisonous fumes, and all of the wahala that comes with powering your home through generators. A home that helps you cut down the cost of living by converting your waste into renewable energy while providing you with cooking gas through a biodigester waste management system put in Lagos. Never-ending ambience, breeze, and view of ocean keeps you connected to nature. This and more is what the all-new super affordable Quantum Brick Estate offers. Quantum Brick Estate Phase 2, Lakwe Beachfront, Lagos is Nigeria's first 100% hybrid hybrid renewable green energy off-grid estates. Built with laterite bricks which have been proven to be 10 times stronger and more durable than regular cement blocks. Laterite bricks are fireproof, soundproof, and bulletproof, hence providing extra security to lives and property within the estate. So, what are you waiting for when you can get a 3-bedroom terrace starting from 40 million naira only and a 4-bedroom semi-detached starting from 48 million naira only via our ongoing off-plan sales? All of our homes come fully finished and furnished with inclusion of appliances such as gas cooker, refrigerator, microwave oven, washing machine, heat extractor, to mention a few. Other facilities include ball court, swimming pool, children playground, fitness gym, fire alarm, hydrants and extinguishers, and a fire truck within the estate. CCTV and 24/7 security guards, estate clinic and ambulances on standby, grocery store, centralized water treatment reservoir, and many more. Secure a home out of the ordinary in Nigeria's first 100% hybrid renewable green energy off-grid estate, now selling out fast. For inquiries and further details or to schedule a site inspection, please visit our website on happyhomes.com or the WhatsApp message to 0806 558 2739 for more details and bring a product of home. Live green.